Okay. Yep, we are live now. So what I'm going to do with this stream is I've got a couple updates from both the NS Savannah and the SS United States. I've been in contact with both, but first I'm going to play Demo 401 with the RMS Titanic. So I've never even played this before. Oh, here we go, boarding points. I think we're going to start at the bottom of the ship, the boiler rooms. Here we go. No. I have no way to monitor it. Monitor the stream, that is, while I'm playing the game. Oh, we're in. Whoa. Okay. It's not that laggy. Yeah, it's not that laggy. Ooh. Wow, I've never seen this before. What is this? Oh, this. Oh, yeah, I do know what this is. This is from what I can tell. Oh, how do you sprint? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's a spiral staircases. I'll head up that way later. This is fairly certain the maintenance and crew tunnel for the engine rooms and the boiler rooms. We're in the boiler room. Let me check where's the sign for the boiler room. I don't know. But we're in one of the boiler rooms right now. Very cool. Look at that. It's pretty realistic, that also. Oh yeah, furnace room number 2. Okay. Wait, what are we at right now? Okay, I can't tell. You can't walk through or anything like that, but you can. Oh, you can walk through. Here we go. How do you sprint? Okay, there's some valves here. And this is, from what I can tell, some sort of, what is it called? A dumbwaiter or something? For coal from the bunker? Yeah. I don't know. Okay, we're at the boiler rooms. This type of boiler here is what the people that were the people that discovered the wreck of the Titanic, the boilers, well, a boiler were the things that, oh, here we go, there's the bunker. Anyway, the boilers are what allowed the people on the ship, Robert Ballard and his team, to identify the Titanic. And they continued scanning around. We'll go into the next boiler room here. They continued scanning around, and they eventually found the actual shipwreck. Just, I don't know what the exact distance was. It was obviously close by. This is very cool. Wow. Oh, here we go. There's the deck plans. Fairly certain that this is not on the actual ship, or was not on the actual ship. This is just a map to give you an idea of where you're at. Still in the furnace room number 2. I don't even know how you would get all the details to make this. I can't get through there, apparently. Or can you? I'm stuck. Help. Hello to the one person watching, by the way. Oh, right, that's... Guess I can't get through. So, I'm just gonna head over to this thing. Hopefully I can climb that. You can. That's good. At least I can escape the boiler room. So we're at the top of the boiler room. Right now, we can see the various valves and gizmos. This is the main steam line from what I can see. I wonder if I can walk up next to this. I can. Nice. This is pretty dark though. And we'll head down here. Yeah. So looking up. Okay, let me go back to... Actually, I'll head up here. Looking up at the top here, what we're standing on, virtually this huge slant, this is all funnel uptakes, and this, if I can head up these ladderways, I will look up and you can see all the way up and out at the base of the funnel where there's that grate. And this basically allows all of the hot gases to rise up and out because hot air rises along with all of the various heat, you know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what I just went into. Another steam tunnel. Steam line tunnel. Yeah. Another ladder way. I'm gonna try and find my way to the engine room now. Oh, what in the world is that? I don't know. Something wrong with the rendering, apparently. Can you hear me now? Okay. Is that better? To the one person that's watching here now. Okay, I'm just gonna try and run through there. I can't. How do you get through this stupid wall? So, apparently you can't get through there. I'm gonna try and go up and over then. If I can't go through that doorway because there's some random piece of equipment just sitting there. Come on. Here we go. Hurry up. Oh, this was so useful. I've gone up this narrow tunnel just to be met with nothing but a piece of unidentified machinery. I think I'm gonna have to go up further now. Well, I almost fell off to my death. To my whatever you want to call it. Guess we're heading up because I can't get down to the engine room because there's that one thing that's blocking it. I know there's only going to be like 3 people that watch this, but hello to the 3 people that could be watching right now. Okay, you can't get up that ladder either, but you can head through here, which leads us to the funnel casing. Wow, that's impressive. And this guards the hot gases from touching the outside bulkheads, and that just keeps everything cool. This runs all the way up to the top decks, and if I were real and I was standing in here, this would be extremely hot. And it'd probably be unbearable to stand in here. So I'm probably going to leave that. That's pretty cool though. You don't really get to see that on like the movie or anything like that. But this is still extremely impressive. Look at the size. I'm going to head down, follow this pipe here all the way down. I believe we're in between the funnel uptakes now. To Scotland Road. I'll head... Oh, wait. I'm going to explore the rest of this, and then we're going to head off to Scotland Road. Uh-huh. If I can find my way around here. Okay. Just for some red structure. Can I jump? I cannot jump. Okay. That's fine. Oh, I fell all the way down. That's fine. And this is a coal bunker. Loads in from the side of the ship. People would be in here constantly shoveling coal to the middle where these doors are, and then people would load it into wheelbarrows, like this one here, and take it along to all of the furnaces, and that's how the Titanic would be fueled. Oh my gosh, I can't move around. Okay. Now we're gonna go up to Scotland Road because I'm basically stuck in the number 1 boiler room as far as I can tell. Nope, never mind. Furnace room number 2 still. I have never had the opportunity to explore the Titanic like this, so understandably I am completely, well, I mean, I know kind of where I'm at, but I'm virtually lost. Keep heading up. Oh, yep, here's the Scotland Road door. We'll head into Scotland Road. This is the cutscene. I'm stuck. Help. Okay. I should move my monitoring system up some. That's weird. Oh, shoot. Help. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Now we're on Scotland Road, and we have all of the many, many doors along this hallway. Just a bunch of random stuff along here. Various valves. I don't know what this is. Okay, I know exactly where we're at now. This is cargo hatch if we're at the bow, because... yeah. Okay, let me look at this here. I believe that would be cargo hatch number 1. And that would lead us into apparently this room. I don't know what that is. Yeah, these are just Spartan cabins. I think probably for crew, if I had to guess. Yep. This is the hatch cover looking up there. See out onto the deck. Hatch cover to basically keep anyone, this is for passengers, and hopefully no one would fall down. That's also why this chain link fence is along here. So now that I'm looking at this more, I would have never even been able to access the engine room because we're all the way at the front of the ship. And I'm unable to get out. Okay. I'll just keep wandering around until I can find my way out. Let's go along Scotland Road more. This is a... oh, here we go. There is a steward's lavatory. Tons of sinks. Lots and lots of sinks. And a toilet. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm gonna keep looking around. Random plate. And this is a bunk room. Yep, this is where all of the stewards would sleep. So you can imagine one person snoring. It would be quite unpleasant to sleep in here. Steward's lavatory. I don't know why the doors are hanging off right there. Keep looking around. Lag spike. Oops. I'm gonna try and get up to first class now. That's what I'm gonna try and do. Because I am essentially stuck in the Titanic right now. There's a... ooh, this is a good example of what a watertight door looks like. So this would shut close from command up along this here. This is a tube that would carry, I believe, I'm fairly certain it would be an electric motor. Someone would have to check me on that. Man, I need to, oh, yeah. And then there's just this wrench that's attached to the wall as well. There is the engine room that I just happened to stumble across. Welcome to the engine room of the Titanic. Obviously there's a lot of random machinery. Everything plays a part in making it work, of course. But look at that. I'm going to head along here. Dang it, I can't look at that. I can't get over there. But yeah, we are in the engine room now. Obviously, huge pieces of machinery, excuse me. And there's a lot of stuff going on. We got these main cylinders up here. This is part of the triple expansion engine which operated the Titanic, and further aft there is also a steam turbine, which is the piece of machinery that replaced the triple expansion engine. So that's interesting. And I'm gonna head up here a little ways, and you can get a better look at how all this stuff is working. That's awesome. Yeah. And that's that in the engine room. I could explain all of this stuff, but it would take many, many hours to explain everything. So the basics are the main steam line, which is here. This runs to this engine here on the left. And there's another steam line that runs to the engine on the right. And this would be connected to the boilers, which fuels superheated steam. And that pushes down each piston. Each cylinder going from the front to the back of the engine gets progressively larger so that it maximizes on the amount of how the steam works is as it cools down, you need more of it to push the piston, and that's basically why the size difference is used on the engines here. We're at the top of the engines now. See this top of the cylinders and all this stuff, and that's basically the same on the other side as well. I'm gonna head over to the other side. And yeah, I believe just after this, guess you can't go back there. Have to go along this. But somewhere along here are the emergency dynamos as well. And we're looking down more. Yeah, I think, let me get a closer look here. Yeah, there's the dynamos that I can't climb over this one singular paint can. Dang it, I want to get down there, but I can't. So you can see the little generator dynamo. I'm gonna see if I can find another way down, because, or I can fall down there or something. There has to be a way. Okay, that's just a pointless thing. Come on, let me down. Ah, stupid paint can. Is there a way to jump? Okay, you can't jump in this game. So, unless there's another way to get down there, which hopefully there would be, besides this singular door here, that's the best we're gonna get to look at the dynamos and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna... Dang it! There's a grate right there. There's the hatch. Here also, there's another hatchway. We're still in the hull though. We're not even in the superstructure yet. And this is just a mail room, I think. Yep, there's a fire station. Rolled up fire hose there. You can't go down there. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, you can't. Oh, man. So I guess I'm gonna head up to the most famous spaces on the ship, first class. Right now, this is just a bunch of corridors, cabins. There's a bunch of trunks in the way, so I can't go there either. There's a fire hub right there. Got some drinking fountains. This was a new innovation on ocean liners. Running water, specifically to the things like those water fountains, yeah, okay. And now we're in the super cool no, this is not first class, my bad. I greatly apologize for that. That is not first class. This is, pretty sure it's third class, actually. Still, obviously, pretty nice, but obviously it's Spartan with all of these stanchions and stuff in the middle of the room. The swivel chairs over here somewhere. Where do I see that? Oh, I didn't see it. It was the tables. Never mind. But, obviously, White Star Line being owned by the International Mercantile Marine, there's all of the other ships from the company. Sorry, my mic is not working right. What in the world happened to that? Okay. Anyway. There's the Penland from the I think that's the Red Star Line. Fairly certain. And then we got the White Star Line. And then over here we have the White Star Line as well. That's part of the big 4 ships, as you can see there. Holland America Line. And Leyland Line, as well as the Atlantic Transport Line. One person's watching, and that would be my own computer. We're at the stern of the ship now, all the way on the aft decks. We got one of the cargo cranes on this side. Yep, okay, I know where we're at now. This is a piece of machinery that would be operated to lift stuff like ropes and chains and stuff, raise it up, and we'll move along here all the way to the stern of the ship. There's the docking bridge. This is quite cool. The docking bridge features actually a steering wheel which connects directly to the steering engine, which is directly below us. I will get in there. And we have engine telegraphs, which connects to the engines. And this is a phone that would connect to the bridge. And yeah, we also have this compass thing. The green and red, the balls, not like that, but like this here, the spheres on the brass thing. That's what I'm going to call it. That's basically to counteract all the metal, like the railings and whatnot. That would be counteracting the compass, which if you look in there, you can't look in there, of course. But basically that helps the compass be function properly. And then I'll head off over here. This allows everyone on the docking bridge to get a look down the side of the ship to avoid anything on the pier and whatnot, and keep the ship from colliding with anything. This here, you spin this, turn that on, and that lets steam to these, which are capstans, and these are basically huge pieces of machinery that would rotate, and then you can attach ropes running through this, and then that would be your docking machinery there. There's a small anchor, and okay, where's the, I believe this thing here, this little thing behind the flag post here, I'm fairly certain has a cable that runs off and drags in the ocean, and this keeps track of the distance the ship traveled every day. Very interesting. Already explored the docking bridge. I'm going to try and get down to the steering engine and stuff like that. So I'm going to have to go down through this area here, and that would be, I believe, one more deck down. Okay, luckily you can actually head down this way. Oh, yeah, you can also see the curvature, or the angle of the stern. And I don't know what I'm doing. As you can tell, I have no idea. Just exploring the Titanic. Okay, on second thought, I don't know if we can see the steering engine. Okay. Can't see the steering engine, I guess. That's fine. What is this? Something to do with electricity or something like that. I don't know. It's a great question for somebody who has played this game a lot longer than me. I'm going to try and head forward now. We've explored basically everything on the stern. Yeah, third class. Third class would not be allowed past here. That's why this gate is here. to keep the third class people, which are along here, from entering second class. And that would be the same with second class to first class as well. So I'm just going to head up here, and we're going to go to the second class promenade now. Which click F, and that happens. Oh, I'm stuck. What just happened? I have no idea. We have come out now. And this is the second class grand staircase. I think. Yeah, this has to be it. This runs all the way through to here. This is an awesome room as well. Very cool. I think this is the writing room? Or not. I should have looked at a deck plan before we came and played this game. Music stand, piano, all of the stuff from your typical luxurious 1910s ocean liner. Here is the main dining room, dining saloon rather, for second class, right? Or is this first class? Because... oh my gosh. What am I doing? Right? Project 4-1, that's cool. D-deck. Oh! Here's a lift, elevator, whatever you want to call it. Shoot. That was cool, though. We'll keep heading down. Yeah, this is definitely not first class. This is most certainly not first class. I think this is the purser's office now that I look at it more right here. Isn't it? Because there's this little desk, you know. Right? And this curtain also. What is that? No, I don't want to do that. Wait. Wait. Let me try something. Is there more than one person watching now? Let's see. 2 watching. Hello to the 2 people that are watching right now. Thank you for watching my stream, where I aimlessly wander around the RMS Titanic. Did I even... oh, right, this is aft now. Got another fire hook up there. I'm gonna keep going back, because I'm utterly lost right now. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna keep heading down, because maybe we can get to the steering engine after all. There's a clock there. I swear I saw somebody go and explore stuff like that with this game. But apparently I'm not remembering stuff correctly. Obviously. Okay, we're back at this room now. This is the dining room of... has to be second or first class. Hold up. I need to look up something. First class dining room RMS Olympic. Because there are not very many photos of the Titanic at all. Because the Titanic and Olympic and later the Britannic were all basically the same ship. Probably just face revealed right there. My bad, guys. So, what I'm observing... this is second class. Okay, that makes sense. In first class, there's more individual tables and stuff like that. This is second class. Still, this is extremely nice. Wow. And even third class would still have a nice dining saloon. Better than any other ship of the time. Help, I'm stuck. Okay. Yeah, there's some books there. What's that? Maybe I'll have to buy it. Okay, we're just at the staircase again. Can I use the elevator? Please. Can I not use the elevator? Dang it. Okay. Guess I can't use the elevator. Elevator. Okay. I'll keep heading. Keep. Let's keep exploring. How many people are watching the stream now? Oh, one person's watching. Okay, that's fine. And that's my own computer that's running in the background. We're on the boat deck now. Obviously. Yep, second class. I knew it! I knew it. Nice. So we're on the boat deck. And all of these lifeboats have ceased to exist, which is rather unfortunate because they're an extremely huge part of history. And just got some deck chairs and stuff here. Along here we can see more of the machinery, like this ventilator here. This draws air in with the the electric engine here, electric motor. Right, that's what this is, correct? I don't know. This is a water heater, I believe, or a water cooler or something. Something to do with water, because this tank would work with the water and, oh my gosh. I lost my train of thought. So we're gonna just head up onto the... You can't head up onto the roof of the deck house. Okay then. We're heading forward. We are heading forward at a brisk pace here. Deck house. This deck house is the dome for the grand staircase of second class. It has to be. So that means this is the second class staircase. I'm gonna go and investigate that because the first class grand staircase is further forward. So where's the... What is the reason for that? Oh, we're on a covered promenade now. Second class. Okay, I'm going to keep going until I can find a way to continue on. Passengers are not allowed. Oh, here we go. There we go. There we don't go. Okay, then. I guess I can't go over there. Oh, this is just the staircase again. Is the audio working? I don't even know. Wait. Okay, it is working. I should do a game stream instead of whatever. What? Wait. I just confused myself. Talking to myself is quite entertaining, especially when I have no idea what I'm doing or what I'm talking about. But I do know what I'm talking about technically because this is the RMS Titanic and I've been studying it for years. But I didn't study what the public rooms are like, apparently, because I'm having quite a lot of trouble. Well, I mean, it's more of the layout of the ship instead of the public rooms, as you can tell. I still want to look what that is. I'm gonna go in. Oh, Engineer's Promenade. Let's go look at this. Oh, that loaded fast. I still can't get to that dome thing that I saw, though. First class promenade. Let's head on to this. And it's lagging. Or it's cutscening. Okay. First class promenade now. As you can see, there are no lifeboats along this entire thing, which makes it have a nice view, but provides a serious lack of safety features. First class entrance. Finally, I can head in here. And we're in the first class grand staircase now. The most famous space on the entire ship. And believe it or not, it's actually way smaller than you've probably thought. And there's also that cool piece of art right there that I did not know that existed. luxurious staterooms, and this thing, which is a bunch of electrical systems, all the copper and motors and stuff like that. Officers' quarters, even better. I'll go back to the grand staircase in a minute, but we're going to have a look at the officers' quarters, which is just a hallway, but I'm gonna head over here and onto the boat deck again, which also leads us to the bridge. The awesome, super cool, fantastic bridge. And this is actually the wheelhouse. This is what actually steers the ship, and this is similar to what is on the docking bridge at the stern of the ship. And this leads us to the actual bridge, which has all of the awesome telegraph systems. A lot of telegraphs. A lot of telegraphs. Basically what you do is you pull down on this handle and it goes like, what is it called? A bell would ring down in the engine room, in the boiler rooms. And then somebody in the boiler rooms would pull the same telegraph and it would basically make a bell up here and it would move a little red pointer, or at least on this ship it's a golden pointer there, brass. And it just shows that the engine room got the signal because there's not an actual throttle on the Titanic. It was rather the telegraph system instead. I don't want to do that again. I guess I have to though. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to head back to the grand staircase, which is down here. I'm in the bridge again. What am I doing? What in the sound? Oh, wow. Yep. We have found the radio room. MGY was the Titanic's call sign, and you should go pushing on those knobs and it would create electrical signals, which would go out onto the Titanic's antennas, which were suspended in between the masts. If you look up, those three lines connecting directly to the radio room there would allow it to produce unbelievable signals for hundreds of miles away. Let's keep heading along here. How did I end up in the bridge again? Or in the wheelhouse, actually. Where am I? What is this? Okay, we're just gonna do it the other way. What the? Okay. That's interesting. I can't move. Oh, I can move now. Just a light there. First class entrance. This is what I'm going to finally do. I'm going to walk down the grand staircase. One person watching, which is myself. Shout out to me again. And this is also the gymnasium, which is off the first class entrance. This has all of the latest and greatest... I found a moving part that I can actually interact with. Yay. Can I interact with any of this stuff? With the electric horse and stuff like that? No? Can I interact with any of this stuff besides the sack that's hanging from the ceiling here, which I'm presuming is a punching bag? Anyway, before I go down the grand staircase, I'm gonna... Actually, no, there's nothing over there. We got the heaters also. This would be crucial on the North Atlantic because it's notoriously cold. Which, oh, we're back in that electrical room there. Okay, enough stalling. Time to head down the grand staircase. Okay, now we're heading down. The Grand Staircase. Now that was pretty cool. It's actually quite small, if you haven't noticed, compared to what you've probably seen in cinematography, if that's what you'd want to call it, or movies. It's not that large. It's actually quite small. I've been to the Titanic Museum in, where is it? Pigeon Forge in Tennessee, and they have a life-size replica made with all of the exact same materials. And it's actually underwhelming. I mean, I don't want to say under any means it's not interesting or beautiful. It's just smaller than what you would expect. And we're gonna head back here. Oh my gosh, another moving part that I can interact with. I'm gonna go around this like that 64 times now. This revolving door leads us into the first class space here, which is along, wow, this is awesome. I think this has got to be the writing room. This has got to be the writing room. Is there a sign? No? Okay. Anyway, I'm going to continue walking, and this is awesome as well. This is extremely luxurious. And this has, okay, this statue also. They found this statue in the wreck, actually. That's cool. So that would mean that this is the lounge, I think. Let me look for any sort of signage. Oh man, I can't even go through there. Yeah. This is super cool. Imagine actually being able to walk around the Olympic and seeing this stuff. Completely original. That would be awesome. That would have been awesome. Which is why the Titanic 2 is such an interesting idea. Because then we would be able to walk around the Titanic instead of in a game when I'm aimlessly walking around. What in the world is this? Oh, this is just staterooms. Yeah, you can just see. Look at how long this is. What was that sign say? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm not even going to go in there. Gentlemen, yep, this is where I... Never mind. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is the dome that I saw. Or am I... Have I come back to this same staircase again? No. That's the second staircase? Wait, what? Wait a second. Hold up. Is this the grand staircase, or is the other one that I just came in has to be the grand staircase? So that means this has to be another grand staircase? I don't know. Oh, look at that. We're on the Parisian Cafe, correct? Is that what this sign says? That's actually a vent, my bad. But this is supposed to look like a Parisian, what do you want to call it? Cafe, right? In Paris. And now we're in this room. This is, honestly, in my opinion, this is a lot more than... I mean, I'm not under any circumstances a Victorian person, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but in my opinion, studying the SS United States for so long, I prefer the mid-century modern interiors over this extremely ornate and decorative take on the interiors of a ship. But I'm still not saying under any means this is ugly, because, I mean, it's certainly not ugly. This is a restaurant. It has to be, right? Okay, let me read the... Yeah. This is a restaurant. Okay. Still in first class. What's on the other side of the promenade? here. Just a lot of corridors. We're taking this down more. This is the hairdressing salon, is it not? Barbershop, whatever you want to call it. Barbershop, yep. C-deck. The entrance and the entrance. Wait, where's the potato room? I know that's further forward. Maybe I'll be able to find that also. I'm gonna head forward now. I'm heading all the way to the bow in the forecastle deck, which is gonna lead us to the other grand staircase. And can I go through here? Please. I can see it. I just don't know how to get out. Oh, here. Okay, this is the first class grand staircase. Like what I thought. So the second one, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that. Can I use this lift though? Apparently not as well. How do I get to the bridge? Because I think that there's a staircase that goes from the bridge all the way down onto the forecastle. One last look at the grand staircase. Extremely cool. I did not even find the dining room yet, so that's interesting as well. Unless whatever I just wandered into was the dining room. Okay, officers' quarters. This is what I need. I need to go further into the crew area because there are actually no passengers allowed on the forecastle deck. Okay, I take that back. I mean, there were technically people on there, like, I don't know what you want to call it, like a third class, I guess, had a promenade down there. But there was also like tons of machinery. So actually on the forecastle, you can't go up there. But there was one passenger that actually did and stood at the tip of the bow where Jack and Rose famously stood as well. So that's very cool. And we're on the bridge again, or I'm sorry, the wheelhouse. In a normal, I mean not normal, but in a other game, I would just jump off this edge here to get down there. Can I climb this at least? Nope, of course. So we're gonna have to keep walking along until we find a staircase. Or a way out. One of the other. First class promenade again. We've already seen this. I'm stuck on a cable as well. I feel like I'm going the completely wrong direction to get down onto the bow. But it's fine. We'll head into this door here, which has a staircase in it. And this leads us to... Yes! This is the enclosed promenade. This is also for first class almost entirely. And can I get in here at all? I feel like I've already been in there because I saw the purple, which is of that one room that I went in. Yeah. And there's the first class grand staircase there. So that would lead us finally to the bow of the Titanic. This is also the expansion joint, I believe. So as the ship is bending and flexing like that, there would be a gap in the middle, probably, let me look at this again, probably about that wide. And it would kind of open and close with the flexing of the ship. And that would allow it to not fracture. And famously on the wreck, that thing is wide open. The expansion joint, that is. Which is quite interesting, because a theory was that the expansion joint caused the ship to break in half, but we now know that is entirely untrue. Where I'm walking is also completely collapsed on the wreck. Okay, I'm gonna keep walking because I have to find my way down. Okay. Once we're done playing this game, I'm gonna get into the super important SS United States and NS Savannah updates. Dang it, I can't get in there. Maybe I have to go in the staircase again. Just going in circles at this point. I'll probably continue walking in circles until I find out what I'm trying to do. Is that better? Can you hear me now? I don't know if you could have heard me before, but now you can definitely hear me. I'm just filling time. As we keep walking along this extremely ornate corridor. Did you know that the linoleum on the floor here was actually extremely rare and expensive? Well, I mean, not necessarily. It was rare on ships, I guess, is what I was trying to say. It was rare on ships. Second class promenade. Here we go. This is what I want. It was rare on ships, and it was a new feature in structures like houses and stuff like that. Are we at the stern now? Or is this the bow? Aft well deck, come on. I guess I did go the wrong way. Dang it. Okay, where's that extremely long corridor that I just went through? Got another look at that room that I have no idea what it is still. Can I go through any of these doors? Oh, first class promenade. Accommodations, actually, my bad. And we're just in the same long hallway that we just went down, because I went the completely wrong direction. Oh, wait, I saw the surgical room also. What's this? Doctor's office. Crew only. Okay. Assistant doctor. That's all the medical stuff there. And we're at the staircase that I don't remember existing. I'm pretty sure that's the second class grand staircase, though. Actually, I'm positive it is now that I think about it more. Here's the purser's office, which you would leave all of your rare valuables with. And then they would lock it up in safes. And famously, they found a safe on the bottom of the ocean. But when they opened it up, the bottom was gone. And besides a few coins, they found absolutely nothing. Which is actually interesting, because that could show that the purser actually took the stuff out of the safe. I don't remember if it was proven or not, but I remember something about that, and loaded it onto the lifeboats. You would think that that was documented. Where am I right now? I'm on C deck. Okay then. Sorry, this is extremely boring to watch, I know. I can't get through to the bow, though. And I want to see the chain locker and stuff also, which I know is in this game, because I saw Mike Brady explore it. Or did I get the wrong version? I got Demo 401, so should be correct. What was that? Oh, a steward call. Yeah, that's interesting also, because that was a relatively new concept as well. The steward call was a little bell that you would push, and then a steward would come to your assistance. Crew quarters there. There has to be a staircase in here that I can get down, right? How much is my monitor at? 13% battery. It's fine. A staircase! Guys, we might actually get to the... oh, the cargo hold as well. That means I know exactly where we're at now. I've said that before, but I do now. And that's a drink tap there, or a tap or something. I'm gonna head down here first, because we have not gone down here. There's the drinking fountains that I was talking about. And we're still next to this cargo shaft here, getting lower though. And now we're in the bow of the ship. Or inside of the bow. Bunch of extremely Spartan accommodations, not accommodations, right? One watching, hello to me. Not nearly as successful as my last stream, but that's fine. I didn't really give anyone notification that I was doing a stream. I'm going up this staircase now because I'm basically stuck in the bottom of the ship now. Has anyone commented on the stream? Control tab, right? Control Windows tab. Control. Oh, there we go. Okay. Does anyone talk to the chat? Welcome to live chat. Okay. 57 minutes we've been playing this game. And I'm gonna get to the NS Savannah and SS United States update as well. Because I've been playing this game for 57 minutes. So I'll probably give it another couple minutes of randomly wandering around. This is what I've been trying to find. Finally, we're at the steering machinery. Or, not steering machinery, my bad. This is the chain machinery with the huge wheel of cables here, right? That's cabling. That goes out. Oh my gosh, I fell. Where am I? Where am I? Can I get up this? Okay. Anyway, these smaller steam engines would turn all of this stuff, and this runs up through the deck to a capstan that would be above me right now. Can I get around this? No. Or can I? This is actually a pretty rare view, actually, because there are no photographs of this on the actual ship. I would have to double check if there's any from the Olympic. Oh my gosh, I've actually squeezed through. And now we're at the very front, the prow of the ship. And this is the hole at the front. If you look at the front of the Titanic, this hole would have a cable running through it to this huge spool. And this you could drop cables for mooring. You could possibly even drop the anchor down there. I've come through on the wrong side, haven't I? Oh, and then these posts here are actually poles, and that leads to the chain locker, which is below us right now. If I can find my way out, we may be able to go and explore the chain locker as well. Okay, help me, I can't get out of the... Oh, here we go. We have escaped. So now, the only thing left to do is find an actual way to get onto the bow. Onto the bow, right? Oh my gosh! I just fell decks and decks down to try and grab onto that ladder, in which doesn't even work. Dang it. I have to climb up this extremely inconvenient spiral staircase. All the way up. Well, that was interesting. Now that we're back here, does this ladder even work? Or not? I don't know. But there has to be other rooms. Oh, here we go. There's the crew galley. There's a little deck house. right here. That would allow all of the hot vent stuff, like gases and, you know, to escape. First class promenade. Here we go. That's not where I want to go. Come on. A galley, some random rooms, this staircase, which will be chained off, of course, and that leads to an empty corridor. This is the mast. The mast. And you look up, that's an extremely rare view that you never see. And we're in the crow's nest now. And that's our best look at the Titanic so far. And famously, there's this bell here. They rang it. And there's also a phone in which the crew on the bridge could communicate with the people on the mast. So that would mean that we can actually get onto the bow of the ship, actually, using this exact same corridor here. Because there should be a pair of doors. This is not correct. This is a door out onto the forecastle. Not the forecastle, because that's this that I'm standing under right now. What if I try to do this again? No. Dang it! I keep falling down the stupid ladder. Time to climb all the way back up the ladder again. There's this thing. Come on. I've fallen down that dang ladder twice. And it doesn't work. Now we're in the same room that we've always been in. And this door here should lead me out, but it doesn't, because it doesn't. And that makes no sense. So now we're eternally stuck here unless we left and went onto the promenade again. Which I guess is what we're gonna do. What's on the other side? We're under the bridge right now, by the way, if you were wondering where we're at. Crew quarters. Oh, I've been here already. This is where I've just come from. And we're just on the other side of the door, of course. Is there no way to get onto the prow? What was that hand movement that I just did? I don't know. So, apparently we can't get onto the prow, which is utterly disappointing if I can't, but I should be able to. Because there's the mast right there, and when I went in this door, it takes me all the way underneath here, and you can see, even look at that. Yeah. That's the deck house for the galley. And those are the doors that I was trying to go out. So, I don't know how to get down there because it just keeps teleporting me around. That's not even where the promenade is at. Compared to the galley and stuff, the crew galley. That wasn't right. So, I'm completely disoriented now. And I have no idea how to get onto the prow. The bow. Whatever you want to call it. Can I go in here? Nope. I can't go in there. Can I go in here? First class aft stairwell. So there were 2 first class stairways. Okay, we're on the top now. On the boat deck. And that's not right, because this is the promenade here. Uh-huh. Okay. Here is another dining room. I'm just gonna walk down here, because what I'm thinking is that maybe we can continue down here and find a door out onto the deck that I've been trying to get on for, what, 20 minutes now? I don't know. Great. Did I just come through here? I think so. Dang it, I'm just stuck here. Where am I? I can understand why people would be getting trapped when you don't have a map and you can't read the signs. I'm trapped. Right now. This is the first class dining room. This is what it is. Surprisingly, it's not tall, but this is still the first class dining room. And it's way different than other ocean liners like the Queen Mary. Like if you go in there, and I can't go through that door either. If you go on the Queen Mary, there's huge 2-deck high rooms everywhere. Not everywhere, but you know what I mean. There's an abundance of them. And here's the entryway, also. And that would lead us to the grand staircase. There's a little fire tap there. Hey, a stairwell, nice. And that leads us to 3rd class. We're getting closer. I think we've done it. I think we've done it. We can finally get on the bow. If I just go up this staircase, we are underneath of the... We started here. This is the door that should lead us out on... I can't get out. I can't get out of the ship. I just want to go out onto the deck. But I can't because it's all locked. I'm trying desperately to get out onto the front of the ship. But I can't because I'm hopelessly stuck inside the ship. I can't go through that door. I'm gonna continue playing this game until I can find a way out. That's what I'm gonna do. So this is probably gonna go on for like 6,000 hours of just me trying to get out on the locker. I just need to go up one more deck. Right? So... Oh, wait. My bad. I need to go out 2 more decks from where I was just at. So if I could just leave through a door on the wall here. Or something like that. That'd be helpful. Crew companionway. A staircase up. No! That's where we were just at. That's where I've been trying to get to. And this is the ladder that I've fallen down twice. Oh my god. I fell down the ladder again. The ladder always gets me. That was interesting. Of course, I've fallen down the ladder twice. 3 times now. Actually, my bad. Because the ladder doesn't work. I believe I'm not the only one who have fallen down the ladder. Because in Mike Brady's video from Ocean Liner Designs... Alright, that just leads us to the way that I don't want to go. Ocean Liner Designs, Mike Brady, has also fallen. What is this? Oh, that's just a random thing that I've gone in 435 times already. There's the galley, and there's the crew companionway, which also leads us to the mast. Maybe if I go up the mast, I can look and see where I should go. Now we're in the crow's nest. I just need to get down one more deck from there. Maybe I'm going down now. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and get back onto the main superstructure because right now we're in the deck that I want to be on top of. Because right there is a staircase that'll lead me down. So I just need to find a staircase to go down one more deck. And that's not where I want to go. There's that random purple room. And I bet I am not going to be able to... Let's go in here. Oh, the spinny door again. My bad. Okay, we're going through the spinny door. Oh, it works. Nice. So we're now in the ornate room that I have yet to identify. Oh, I just saw another one of the steward call things. Is it over here also? No. It was on this pillar though. I saw it. Yep, steward call right there. Press that button and the steward will be with you shortly. So what I saw, I need to go down one more deck. And I feel like I've already gone down this. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. I'm sure of it. And these doors have prohibited me from getting out because I can't go through the doors. What's this? The companionways. Okay, I'm gonna go down further. Except that's not what I want to do. Oh, yes, here we go. There's the doors that are open now. We're going forward as far as I can tell. And we reach this wall. This wall is also very frustrating. Okay, we're in the dining room now. This is not where I want to be. And can I open this? Just jump out of the ship. This is gonna lead me to a dead end, I'm sure. I can't go in any of these. I have made it my goal to find a way out onto the deck that I've been trying to get onto. Post office? No. Fine, I'll go into the post office because that's what made it a Royal Mail ship. More than one person. Three people watching, guys. There are 3 people watching. We're in the Royal Mail post office at sea. All of these bags got completely soiled when the ship started to flood. Wait, is it still 3 people or not? Oh, no, still one. Gosh, dang it. Can't go through there. I'm gonna try and... Guys, I may have to give up. I have no idea how to get onto the... Wait, there's a staircase there. Wait, can I go... Can I go around to that one stairwell that I saw? Oh, squash court. Here is the squash court. I've never seen this before. Squash is a sport, if you don't know. I'm assuming you do, though, because my viewers are intelligent. And you can go up there and watch, too. That's cool. I've actually been in a squash court before for no reason. Yeah, look off into the squash court. That's cool. Anyway, time to find, or rather locate, the elusive staircase that will lead us onto the bow. Third class. That's close. There's a curtain here. Can I go through the curtain? I don't want to head aft. I want to head forward. No, not this again. With that ladder right there. The ladder well. I'm stuck in place. Oh, I was pressing the wrong keys. Of course. Can I climb the ladder? Please. If I can get on to the cargo hatches, then I can climb up the ladder. Wait, what was that? I don't want to go in the crew companionway again. I want to go out the door! No. Yeah, we're at the bow. You can even tell because of the slanting of the walls. There's the cargo hatch with the frustrating ladder that I've fallen down many times. First class. No, I don't want to go on the first class promenade. I just want to get out with the ladder. Is it possible to climb up that? Can you jump in?
No, you can't.
Demo 401. I can't jump. What are you talking about? Look, this AI designed a slow-paced, highly detailed historical exploration of the visual. You can't jump to extreme heights, clipping or floating. Free cam and fly through the ship. How to free cam. Shift C. Universal Unreal Unlocker. Time to do it the old-fashioned way. Because I can't jump. Wait. I can do that, though. Options. Xbox. Look up, down, run, crouch, interact. Zoom, reset, zoom, skip song. There's no jump button. What is the AI talking about? Okay, I can't do that. I just need to get down one more deck so I can go out there. But we've seen it. We have seen it. I don't think we can do it. So, that's enough for this game for now. The only other thing is there a... Wait a second. Oh yeah, I saw that. Give me 5 minutes. Okay. We can't do anything with that. Return. Okay. I'm just gonna do this. And we're gonna go and hit that basically full screen there like that. Okay, can you guys see me? Hi. I'm gonna discuss the SS United States and NS Savannah stuff that I've been mentioning for a long time. My camera quality is absolutely horrible, but that's fine. And, ooh. Oh. Oh, I didn't know that until we started streaming this to 2 people. Anyway. Oh. There we go. My camera almost tilted upwards.
You couldn't see you?
No, my camera almost tilted upwards, and you know what that means.
Oh.
Okay, we'll just do this, because that's better. Oh, wait. Is that better? Can you see me now? Right? Like this? Hello? Oh my gosh, it tilted. There's cool Legos also. Like the Lego poster. Anyway. Shoot. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. Anyway. Let's talk about the NS Savannah and SS United States stuff. So I actually have an email from both organizations, the SS United States Conservancy and the NS Savannah organization. I'll start out with the NS Savannah first. I got this email. It says, the vessel is in a turnkey condition right this second, which means that basically the NS Savannah is ready to go. We just need somebody to find a pier or money to support it. No restoration or investment is required. She can open tomorrow. We need a lay berth quickly. The lease is set to terminate in December. The NSSA will have to assume all expenses probably in the first quarter of 2027. This is the NS Savannah Association, I'm assuming. We will have to assure probably first quarter of 2027. And I contacted a better email address as well. But basically, the NS Savannah is in danger. And that is bad. And she needs to be saved. Anybody watching this right now, if you're getting any message out of this entire stream, go support the world's historic ships, like the NS Savannah. We need to preserve these vessels. And now I'm going to talk about another message that I got for the SS United States. I've asked a bunch of questions to both, and my first question was to this person. I also had the opportunity to phone call somebody involved, but unfortunately I was in school, so I was unable to do that. Anyway, we have some answers to your questions about the SS United States. And if I can find it here. Here we are. My first question was, what progress has been made on the current SS United States Museum and visitor experience? This is very important to remember. We are nearing selection of a site for the Preview Museum, which eventually may become the permanent location. Thousands of artifacts are being consolidated on the East Coast for eventual transportation to the museum. Both private owners and other museums are preparing to donate or lend items from the museum that are currently in their possession. A major capital campaign is nearing launch to raise museum funding. A world-renowned museum designer has been engaged. That basically means they're ready to build the museum. They just need to find a location, and then it can be continued. The next question. Can an estimated date of departure be provided for the final voyage, also known as when they're going to blow it up and sink it? No. A regulatory authority, also known as the Army Corps of Engineers and the EPA, have yet to sign off on the agreements. The reefing could take place in later July, but the approaching hurricane season could always change that. So, they have no idea when they're sinking it. What artifacts have been saved from the ship in addition to the funnels, radar masts, etc.? I'm also wondering what has been done with the ship's windows. I have heard rumors of supposedly being thrown out, but I am unsure of the credibility of this information. And the response was, literally thousands of artifacts have been retrieved from the ship. From the 1980s through the present day, the enormous stem bow anchor, for example, still rests on the foredeck waiting for removal for the museum. One of the 5-bladed propellers, generators, and navigation mast rests alongside other large items you have mentioned. One of the ship's 4 throttle boards have been removed for restoration with all its gauges, dials, throttle wheels, and alarm bells. So that would be like this huge board in the engine room, and that controlled the engines. And no portholes have been discarded. Okay, that's a good thing to know also. But since Okaloosa County now owns the ship, they determine the disposition of those items. They could sell them all and earn tons of money for the thing that they're trying to do, but I honestly can't understand why they wouldn't sell the portholes and whatnot. I have no idea. The next question. Are there any updates as to the development of the documentary production, which is the SS United States, America's... No, I don't remember what the documentary is called off the top of my head, but the film is currently being edited. It's still over 10 hours of footage. Blank person of The Doors is scoring the film. I'm just going to say it because I'm assuming it's public anyway. Robbie Krieger of The Doors is scoring the film. The content remaining to shoot includes additional material about the museum as it comes together and, of course, the reefing itself. That event will be covered by both extensive drone footage as well as cameras mounted on the ship as she sinks. I hope this is helpful. Best regards. So that last thing basically means that the documentary is still being worked on. And that's quite good. At least they're still holding up to what they proposed. But, yeah, that's basically it. I did ask about a couple other things which are also important. One of which was, are there any offcuts of aluminum or extra windows that are available for acquisition? I would greatly appreciate the ability to save something that would otherwise be put to waste, especially from something with such a fascinating history. And the simple response is, we are not currently releasing items or pieces from the ship to the public. Which is actually unfortunate because there is tons of money to be earned in these artifacts. And they have, by mention from the other person, literally thousands of artifacts that they could, sell. Unless, maybe they're using them for the museum, but there's still probably hundreds of windows and stuff that they have nothing to do with. And another question, this one is very important. Are there intentions to save the deck house that was lifted off the ship with the aft funnel? If there is not, I would recommend opting to save it, as this deck house is currently the only way that visitors to the new museum would be able to walk the decks of the SS United States. And this gives me hope. The response was, "Thank you for the suggestion. I have passed it along." So that means there could be a possibility that we could still walk the decks of the SS United States at the museum. And that would be absolutely amazing if they could keep that deck house, because that's the only way that you can walk the decks of the ship. Are there any plans to save the main anchor that is still placed on the bow? Now, I didn't know this from... I didn't... The last email that I had is the newest email. And this is the first one that I sent. But it has been saved for the SS United States Conservancy. The anchor, that is. So, that's your update on both the NS Savannah and the SS United States. I have reached out to the president of the NS Savannah Association, so expect more updates on that. But with that, I believe our stream is going to conclude. Thank you all for